For any of you that are listening and are watching this, and you know that the traffic objective isn't the right one to use and you are using the right one, that's fine. I'm actually going to talk to you another way about retargeting in a really nice, cheap fashion, in a nice, cheap way that's going to get people back to your website that are the right people. And that's when the right time to use traffic campaign is. So anyway, out of the total estimated UK population of 68 million, 44 million of them are active on Facebook users. Now, it's a higher demographic. Instagram, both the same thing. When I'm talking about running Facebook ads, I'm talking about running them both. So both platforms, unless I literally decide not to run one with the next one, it'll be going to both. We've got Facebook user base spans all age groups, genders, and interests. Interest is something that's a bit of a topic. I've been on the calls with clients this morning. Interests are all changing very, very rapidly. They're becoming less scarce. 3 years ago, we could choose, there's niches of interests. That's all kind of going away now. We're starting to go very broad, very large audiences. And then user touch points, regular use by millions of people, created repeated exposure opportunities. 70% of Facebook users visit it daily. And again, with Facebook, I'm actually going to put Instagram in here as well, because it sort of works to both. So an estimated audience size there for us to advertise to successfully is like, 30 million people. Great. Going on to the audiences, some great ways we can target. So we've got demographics. We can go by age, gender, relationship status, and education. Interests include hobbies, favorite bands, brands, and online behaviors. We can then create customer lookalikes, which we can do lookalikes for people who are purchasing our products, and we want to create a lookalike of those purchases, which is something that we can go out and target them. It's still a cold audience. A lot of people mistake that and they use it as a retargeting audience. It's not a retargeting audience. It's a lookalike. They look like your purchases, but they've still never heard of you. So it's still a cold audience. Custom audience is great for retargeting. So we can build retargeting audiences based on people who've hit particular areas of the website and things like that. So that's also a fantastic thing we can do. Geo-targeting, target users by location. I have plenty of clients who are going like 40, 60, 100 miles from their particular business. They might be a shop, they might be a clinic, or they might not just want their salespeople to travel as far. So again, amazing way to set up your ads. I did just talk about the last slide. This is becoming harder and harder, but there are ways to keep up on this. We have still got it, so let's use it. So a couple of more slides where I'm going to show you some examples of where people are successful, because I actually heard yesterday someone was saying to me, like, I just don't know whether Facebook works for me. And it's not about it not working for you. Well, it kind of is. You've just got to, as long as your service is something that people would want, or your offer is good, you can make it happen. So this is one of my clients, not too far away from me, actually. They're wedding photography and videography. And this is in November. What they did, I need to actually update this, but the other one. But November was their first month. So they spent £788. They had 26 leads come off that. And from those 26 leads that literally didn't go to a landing page specifically, they actually went to their website page, their contact us page. 16 of those became discovery calls. Of those 16, they booked six £3,000 bookings for probably for this coming year in the summer for weddings. That generated 18,000 revenue. So bear in mind, yes, it's themselves who do it. So it's the time taken. So we've always got to feed in our costs into this. But with a 788 spend down to an £18,000 return, a really, really good ROI. ROI is actually 22, but it's coming through differently there. We've got a dollar sign on it. Another one here. This is a clinic in the States, in Portland. They work to a 35-mile radius. Here are the weeks that we've been working. So first week came on board. Again, we've got an ad going out like this. So this is about functional medicine. We're actually telling the person what it is. So are you feeling fatigue, etc., etc., etc.? Don't worry, we can fix it. Let's get to the root of the cause. There's a $100 voucher. Now, the interesting thing here is the $100 voucher tells the consumer who's looking at this that this isn't going to be the cheapest service. So it's not like we're giving them $1 off a $10 product. We're giving $100 off a $700 product. So the people coming through are more likely to already understand what we call, we might call them tire kickers, We're not wanting the tire kickers in there. We want people who are actually going to open their pockets and spend a substantial amount of money on something. So anyway, we come through the funnel. Again, similar to the other one, 66 leads, 18 discovery calls, closed 5 deals, revenue of 3,000, cost per acquisition 400. Far too much. We need it to be below 100. Next week. Now, as we're going through these weeks, we're trying out different messaging. We're trying out different copy. We're looking at the funnel. We're adding some scarcity. On the 6th week here, we actually added scarcity to the landing page to say, if you don't book your call, we only have 6 slots left and you might miss out for this month. Now, obviously, we're sort of, pinch of salt there, but we're having to create scarcity. Just like Booking.com says, every single room on this planet in every hotel has only got 1 room left when you're looking at it. But we all know it and we all slag it off. But at the same time, are we going to risk not booking the room? Same thing happens here. You can see up here, it jumped up 109 leads, actually less spend than the first couple of weeks. 109 leads, 47 calls, 24 orders, 14 grand, 77 cost per acquisition, 92. That's the week of Christmas. And they still sign that much business. 9th week, and actually, I had my call yesterday on their 10th week, they've done 18.5 grand. Really successful. So let's jump in now to building the ad the right way so you're not wasting your money. So I'm just going to click through to this next slide. So here we are in one of my accounts, and I'm going to go, the first thing you're going to see is all this. Yours might be empty. You might have some figures in it. And you might be thinking, why am I not losing money? You might all be thinking, why does his results say website purchase and website lead, and mine, or yours, says link click? If yours says link click or landing page, like here, you are automatically on the wrong optimization. And you're probably sitting there now thinking, damn, and you're running over to your ads manager. The key here is, there's 2 things, and this is where I'm going to teach you, because Meta can be confusing. We go to create a campaign, and you've got these. Awareness, we all know what awareness is. Traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion. Well, unless you've got an app, you're not going to use this one. And then sales. Okay. The most important ones here are leads, if you're going to create lead gen, like I've just been showing you, or sales, if you want purchases because you're an e-com platform. Those are the only ones as an advertiser to get leads or sales that you're going to use. This one here is the one that knocks you off. So when we read any book, we listen to any podcast, we have conversations, the most commonly used word in marketing is traffic. Driving traffic to your website, driving traffic to your app, driving traffic to your podcast. Is it any wonder that we are making the mistake by choosing the traffic objective? The traffic objective here, when it gives us a breakdown, good for link clicks. Well, great. We can get a load of link clicks that don't do anything to our website, to our funnel. Landing page views, again, get loads of landing page views, but they're not going to purchase something. We can get Instagram profile visits. Can be a good one, actually. You can actually get some good ones there. Messenger, let's get people to open Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp and start DMing us. Doesn't happen. Calls, don't think there ever has been a phone call made, right? Traffic is full of people that click links, they're trigger happy. They go on landing. The difference between a link click and a landing page is a landing page, that person's waited 5 seconds for a landing page to open, and then they bounce. Okay. None of these are any good. It's just 3-4 years ago. Well, actually 4 years ago. Yes. But we didn't have this 4 years ago. So we had to change it. And the algorithms change. And with this, Facebook needs to, well, it can't change this because there are reasons why I would use this. But for you guys running ads for leads or sales, depending on what you're trying to do, they're the only ones you want to do. Now, I'm going to take you to another bit. So let's say we're running lead gen. And you go into here, always build as a manual. If you want to know more about that, then go into my school.com/the ads clinic, and there'll be videos there as to why. Right. So lead objective, absolutely fine. So we want to go here, see more options. Okay. In fact, this is the right one. If I'm going to go back here to sales, I'm going to change this to a sales campaign. I just want to show you an example of when I thought it happened on leads, but it's obviously not. Okay. I think they may have actually. Okay, I think me just figure something out, guys, because I need to figure out why this isn't doing what it used to. Oh, I know why, because we're in the wrong bit. So sales objective, new sales ad. Sorry, I do this all the time, but I've forgotten how to do it. Now, the sales campaign is automatically open at call. So always make sure you need to go back to website and shop if you want to, if you have an Instagram shop. But otherwise, what I want to show you here. Now, it should be, as a sales campaign, it should be optimized for conversions. Okay. We want a conversion on our website, right? Which is a purchase. Then we're going to choose our data set. Okay. I'm just going to choose my Ads Clinic one. Now, after that, we get a conversion event. Now, I want a complete registration, or if you're e-commerce, you want to purchase. Yeah. You might want an add to cart if you want to work backwards. So if you're brand new to this and your e-commerce shop, your Shopify shop isn't doing anything, then it might be that you want to use an add to cart because you want to bring them further back in the funnel. But what I would say is that if we're going to do that, we need to make sure that we are definitely checking the right one. So you need to make sure it's either complete registration, which is mine, which is tagged, or purchase. Now, if we're going a sales campaign, we need to stay purchase. Okay, that is what you need to choose. So this is the simplest setup. Choose a sales campaign, and then on the second page where you're building the audience, which is the ad set, I want you to maximize conversions. You choose your pixel, which should be on your website. If not, you need to go and put that on and choose purchase. Now, if you went into here, and this is the bit I wanted to mention, because I had a client. The reason I'm saying this is because I had a client the other day who had chosen a sales campaign and was still not getting any purchases coming through, and I just couldn't figure out why, because everything else seemed all right. And after doing a bit of an audit, came into this bit, and what she'd done is she changed that from maximize conversions to landing pages. Now, the minute she's clicked landing pages, it hasn't changed this back to traffic, but she has just made this a traffic ad. This is now a traffic ad. Or she could have done link clicks, and that's a traffic ad. Or she could go reach or impressions, and that is now an awareness campaign, but it's still saying sales. And this is one of the things, that's what I was trying to find, that is really, really, you've got to really make sure. So if you make sure you set up your e-commerce by saying sales campaign objective with a website conversion, you're good to go. Let's go and do the other one, which is the lead. So there's our lead campaign. We're going to open this up. We're going to go down to see leads. We're going to go into our ad set, or you press next. I'm just going through my shortcuts. Now, with a lead campaign, you're either going to want to send them to an instant form, which is basically a Facebook form, or you might want them sent to your website. Okay, if it's the instant form, Meta automatically sets everything up for you. Right, so website here, we're going to go in here, and again, it's brought up maximize number of conversions, our Ad Clinic pixel, and I want this to be a lead or a complete registration. Now, I use these two I use all three for different variations, but we want a lead. So we're wanting that lead event to happen on the thank you page. So that's a bit of a pixel setup. Again, that's another video, going to school.com/the ads clinic. That's a lead event that we want to set up. Again, if you went in here and click this back to landing page views or link clicks, without saying it, we have now created a traffic campaign, and all your metrics are going to be getting clicks or landing page views, link clicks, reach, and impressions turns into awareness. Okay, huge problem for a lot of new advertisers, that they get this wrong every single time. And that is the only thing you need to do to make sure that your objective is right and it is reaching the right people. Then all you need to do is obviously go into the next massive world of figuring out how to make your content work and get people to actually do it. But that's another thing altogether. So there we go. That is the end of our live stream on how to do this. I'm going to bring myself back into the frame. So if you are if that's something that you're interested in, you are running a lot of ads and you need help with this, first point of call is going to school. Go to school.com/the ads clinic. Join there. It's completely free. From there, you can contact me. You can ask questions, etc., and watch some of the videos that are in there. Second to that, if you are running ads and you want to skip past that and you want to go onto a 30-minute call with me where I can go into your ads like I would in here, I'll go into your ads manager, you'll share your screen and we'll actually have a look around what's going on and see if we can fix things. I'll try and fix what I can on that 30-minute call, but really the 30-minute call, you know, we're not all stupid, is to lead you on to my consultancy where I or a member of my team will actually work with you and make your ads, make you money for your product service. I hope that helps. I'll be here every Wednesday. I know it's Thursday, but I messed up the sound yesterday. I'm not amateur. I am amateur to doing a LinkedIn live, so I do apologize, but they will get better. Every week, 1 o'clock on a Wednesday, I'll be doing a LinkedIn live. If you miss it, you can go into the school.com/the ads clinic where we'll have the recordings. Feel free to watch those at any point. There we go. Any questions, please email me at nick@letsrunsocial.com. Take care. Bye-bye.